does the NSA collect any type of data at all on millions or hundreds of millions of Americans?
No, sir.
It does not.
Not wittingly. There are cases where they could inadvertently, perhaps, collect, but not wittingly.
So where's James Clapper? Where is he? He's the national security analyst for CNN, but he hasn't been on the air for almost 4 months, since early January. So what's going on with Clapper? Where is he? What's happening? Well, I think right now Clapper has much more important things that he's doing rather than being a commentator on the air. And you can get a hint as to what's going on by watching this interview with Anderson Cooper last October.
Director Clapper, as the man who was there and oversaw the launch of the Russia investigation, what do you make of this?
Well, actually, I'm very curious, since presumably I guess I'm one of those under investigation, and
you just heard about this.
Yes, I just read the clip on about 20 minutes ago. I found the timing interesting, given the increasing heat around the impeachment inquiry, and so the timing's interesting. I'll just let it go at that. And the other thing I wonder about is whether we're talking about the overall investigation of the Russian, reporting on the Russian interference, or are we talking about the counterintelligence investigation that was launched in July by the FBI about potential engagement and collusion, whatever you want to call it, between the Russians and the Trump campaign. So
do you think, what do you think it is?
I'm very curious about what is the alleged criminal activity that prompted this.
Do you have any idea, what they might think may rise to the level of a criminal offense?
No, I don't. That's obviously an item of great interest to me. What is it that any of us did that would rise the level of a criminal infraction? Well, and I just don't know.
Yeah, my guess is right now James Clapper is singing like a bird to John Durham investigating the deep state. And I guarantee you, most likely he's ratting out James Comey as well as John Brennan. Oh, don't forget Andy McCabe. He's in that too. So, I mean, there's one thing that's important for Clapper. It's saving his own skin. And he has to tell the truth because, believe me, it's the easiest thing in the world to tell when Clapper's lying, I mean, I'm sure his lawyer said, look, James, please, when you testify to Durham, please do not use your right hand. Don't be doing that with your right hand. So Clapper probably says, what do you mean? I never lie. Actually, I think what's going to happen is Clapper's going to have to tie down both of his hands because, as you're about to see in the next clip, he has another till for lying. Take a look.
General Clapper, have you ever leaked information, classified or unclassified, to a member of the press?
Not wittingly or knowingly, as I said in my statement.
Classified or unclassified?
Well, unclassified is not leaking.
Yeah. Another obvious tell from Clapper. So, now that I think we know what's going on with Clapper, let's take a look at his last appearance on CNN, which was last January 8th. And in this, he's, would you say he's being a little bit deceitful about the Iranian weapon systems, those missiles? Remember when they sent those missiles out into the desert early in January? And here's Clapper denying that those missiles could have possibly been bought with all those billions of dollars that the Obama administration gave to them.
To me, there was just too much chest beating, I'll put it that way, and too much complaining about President Obama, who hasn't been president for 3 years.
I mean, he's
bragging
blaming.
about ourselves and himself.
If I may jump in on that, Director Clapper, I mean, the fact that he is blaming, the previous administration under which you worked for providing the money for the missiles that headed toward our men and women in uniform. Your response to that?
I think the actual evidence doesn't make that case, and it is not as though we provided taxpayer money to the Iranians. What we did was, what the administration did was unfreeze assets that were actually the Iranians. The weapons, security assistance funding for weapon systems that we were providing the Iraqis way back when. So we freed that up. And the actual intelligence evidence that I saw before I left, it didn't indicate they used much of that for supporting their nefarious activities, which they're going to do in any event, regardless. So that's kind of, to me, a specious allegation.
Anyway, we'll see you later, Mr. James Clapper. So long.